Let me now begin the program by first giving all of you a brief introduction about Vishwadhyayan Kendra. Vishwadhyayan Kendra, the Center for International Studies, which I will be referring to as VAK in short, is basically a think tank and a Mumbai-based registered trust established with an objective to serve as a platform for creating an India-centric viewpoint on national and international issues. It serves as a forum for understanding of various cultures and traditions around the world and promotes research studies on them. It is VAK's goal to reach out to people within India and around the globe who share our passion for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Let me translate this again for the benefit of those who might not be aware of this term. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is a Sanskrit phrase that means the world is one family. May I please request mobile to be on silent mode, please? The world is one family. This is precisely the philosophy of VAK as well, to encourage people to think about the collective well-being of the world rather than just focus on individual interests. Every year, in this context, we hold two major events, the Lakshman Rao Bide Memorial Lecture around Feb-March, and the Universal Brotherhood Day right after Raksha Bandhan, which is also known as the Festival of Bonding, which is what we have all gathered to celebrate here today. In line with the tone set by our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, at the 21st ASEAN-India Summit, our topic for this year's UB Day is focused on our neighbors. Traditionally, in India, we consider our neighbors as extended family, echoing the values of togetherness, cooperation, and unity. Keeping this in mind, our topic for today is focused on our neighbors, titled Neighbors First, which I strongly believe will leave us with interesting food for thought at the end of the day. Coming back to the felicitations, it is my honor to introduce our distinguished guest, who is the presiding guest for today, Professor Dr. Shri Ravindra Kulkarni ji, the Hon'ble Vice Chancellor of Mumbai University. Dr. Kulkarni is a renowned academician with a stellar career in chemical technology and education. As the former Pro-Vice Chancellor and a leading figure at the Institute of Chemical Technology, he has been instrumental in driving academic innovation and advancing educational excellence. With around 3 decades of teaching experience, Dr. Kulkarni is a senior professor at the Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai, with core research in the area of oils, oleochemicals, and surfactant technology. He completed his graduation from ICT and his PhD from Rashtrasant Tukdoji Maharaj, Nagpur University in Engineering and Chemical Technology. Dr. Kulkarni has 7 patents in his name so far and has over 80 international research publications to his name. He is also the chairman of the committee formed to implement the new education policy that we call NEP 2020 in the state. I would like to take this opportunity to request Shri Sanjay Kelapuri ji to do the honors of felicitating Dr. Kulkarni. Sanjay ji is a VAK veteran, having been associated with us since inception, and he has also been the ex-president of VAK for around 6 years. He's associated with several social organizations and has been avidly working towards betterment of society. On the professional front, he's into the business of HR consultancy. Please. Thank you both. At this juncture, I would like to take a pause from the felicitation and acknowledge the presence of some very special guests who have graced us with their presence today. We are truly honored to have amongst us Dr. Asavari Bapatji. Dr. Asavari Bapatji, an academician, was in the teaching profession for more than 20 years. Currently, she is just back after successful accomplishment of her tenure as first secretary and Director Culture, first in Myanmar for 3.5 years, and then in Kathmandu, Nepal for 2 years. Happy to mention that she was also the Vice President of VAK from 2014 to 2017. Welcome, ma'am. Shri Ratan Sharda ji. Shri Ratan Sharda ji, he is the founder member of VAK and plays multiple roles as an entrepreneur, author of several books, and is a TV panelist. I'm sure many of you all would have watched him on TV. By profession, he is an IT consultant and an ERP expert. Welcome, Ratan Sharda ji. Shri Mahesh Deshpande ji, he is the guardian member of VAK and is the acting vice principal of Bhavans College, Mumbai. Welcome, sir. Shri Sudesh Bagaria ji, he's a very senior veteran guide for VAK and is the owner of the Bagaria Group of Industries. He's also the Mumbai Mahanagar Sangh Chalak. Welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please join your hands once again in extending a warm welcome to all these special guests. So we move on to the discourse segment. May I kindly invite Professor Dr. Shri Ravindra Kulkarni ji, the Hon'ble Vice Chancellor, University of Mumbai, to please come forward to the podium and deliver his much anticipated address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him with a warm round of applause.
Good evening to all. Keynote speaker for the function, the renowned diplomat, Dr. Jnaneshwar ji, the two Consul Generals representing Republic of Singapore and Republic of Malaysia, Manpreet ji, the Indian Chamber for International Business, Vishwa Kendra dignitaries, and all my... it's indeed a really good program organized jointly by Vishwa Kendra with Indian Chamber for International Business, as well as our two multiple university departments, School of International Relations and Strategic Studies, Department of Archaeology, Department of Extramural Studies, Center of Hindu Studies, and Professor Bayapte Center of Studies for Students and Youth Movement. In fact, looking at the importance of having strong linkages, strong bonding, and as well as coupled with deeper geopolitical strategies. From that perspective only, we have started the School of International Relations and Strategic Studies since 2021. And the center and the school is really growing very well. Mumbai is the city of all Consul General, and from that perspective, we always invite on every Deepavali, like as it's an initiative by University of Mumbai, because we have many offices of Consul Generals of different countries. So just to introduce about the culture of Deepavali, and in that perspective, to introduce the Indian culture to all Consul Generals, University of Mumbai organizes every year a specific program for Consul General of different countries whose offices are located in Mumbai. So this year also we are inviting them on 30th September. So that brings all Consul Generals together, where we introduce our culture to them and simultaneously understand from them the different requirements that brings different countries together. Friends, I must tell you that the organizers have chosen a right keynote speaker, because we all have heard centuries back from our Saint Jnaneshwar, हे विश्वची माझे घर, ही जयाची मती स्थिर, किंबहुना चराचर आपणही झाला. So one who believes entire universal brotherhood. Okay, that's what our Saint Jnaneshwar has said. And he, whenever he cites Poseidon, he always talks about Vishwatmaka Deva. So talking about a spiritual power which is behind the entire universe. And that's how we always believe in that. And Vishwa Bandhutva, or like universal brotherhood, that's what we are always talking about. So from that perspective, Dr. Jnaneshwar Mule, whose name has a resemblance to Sant Jnaneshwar, okay, he is one of the right keynote speaker. Of course, he is keynote speaker in his own capacity of, because he has served as a diplomat in different countries, and he has very glorious career. And all aspiring IAS, IPS, IRS, even Indian Forest Service aspiring students always look towards Dr. Jnaneshwar Mule for taking up the exams and looking for a very successful, glorious, very colorful career which Dr. Jnaneshwar Mule has. In fact, right from the long age, I'm listening to his speeches on at different platform, on different topics, and different context also. So he is really a great speaker. So in that sense, definitely the organizers have made a right choice. Friends, when we are looking for first neighborhood policy or looking for a universal brotherhood, simultaneously we always look. So just I am taking up a context of university. Universities world across are supposed to work together for the best benefit of education, research, and collaborations. And from that perspective only, like we work together so that the students from one university can move to the students to other university, and so that they will have a right understanding of global citizenship. They will have a right understanding of global culture. They will have a right understanding of the global practices of teaching and learning. And so that global linkage between universities world across always brings not only the best of education, but at the same time brings students of different communities together under one umbrella itself. In fact, one of our collaborators in US always thinks about organizing one program on the first day, because we receive students from different countries. So on that first day, our collaborator works like, my collaborator university has students from almost 65 different countries. So on the first day, what they do, instead of, now it's a natural tendency that whenever students move to other country for taking up higher education, they will always look for their own fellow countrymen. And then probably if someone is from India, then whether he is from Maharashtra, and then if he is from Mumbai, likewise, that's a kind of a natural attitude which every student from different country looks for whenever he or she takes up education in any university world across. So they have developed a very good curriculum, wherein on the first day itself, the students from different countries are put together, and they were asked to live together for the entire day. Now they are unaware of each culture of each other country. They are unaware of, in fact, they did not have any friendship, and so it's an observation that the way they interact, okay, that makes right sense for a future brotherhood amongst all those students itself. So that's a course which has been developed, and we are also taking up, because now we also have a lot of international students. Friends, always looking for a peaceful coexistence, looking for a mutual affinity, looking for a co-bonding that brings all of us together. We all have to serve at least in the best interest of our earth, Vasundhara, so that we would be able to keep our atmosphere, the climates very much safer for coming generations. And so from that perspective also, all of us will have to work together, not only from strategic perspective, even from the perspective of coexistence for generations together. I hope with this particular universal brotherhood, which the Vishwa Adhyan Kendra is organizing on every year, it's a right program. And of course, we always are eager to work with Vishwa Adhyan Kendra as well as Indian Chamber of International Business, so that the overall learning on international coexistence, international trade, international strategic relationship could be taken forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your valuable insights with us here today. Your words have certainly enlightened us, offering a fresh perspective on the theme of Neighbor First. We are sure your thoughts will remain with us for a long time.